Hi everyone, Joshua here with Barista Warehouse. Today we're taking a look over the Precision GS3 coffee grinder. Now the GS3 is a commercial sized coffee grinder suitable for home users and small to medium cafes, as it's great for all kinds of filter coffee grinding like drip and batch style brewing. Now its compact size with weight of only 5 kilograms means it won't be taking up much space on the bench at all, and there's still a hopper that holds a full 250 gram bag of beans. You'll also find a shut-off valve underneath the hopper, which allows you to shift the beans through slowly into the grinds chamber, one dose at a time. And to operate the GS3, there is a switch on the side that allows the user the option to manually activate the grinder, pulsing it on and off as you choose, or you can choose to use the automatic push start button found below the grinds chute. And by following this link up above, you can shop the GS3 as well as compare it against the full range of other precision badge grinders, such as its smaller relative, the GS1. But for now, let's jump in and check out how the GS3 does size up and perform. So the GS3 grinder is a stepless grinder, meaning that you do have full range of motion on the adjustment dial, going from 0 to 10 with half steps in between. So 20 clicks all up, but you can find yourself anywhere between each of these numbers on the dial. Now each grinder comes with a brush and a stainless steel grinds catcher capable of holding 150 grams of beans. Along with this catcher is a removable grinds sifter, and you use this to remove any finer excess particles from the ground coffee, and this will improve the clarity and the flavor of your cup of coffee. So the GS3 grinder has a 200 watt single speed motor grinding out at around 2 grams a second, with these cooling fins on the side that help keep the temperature in the grinding chamber nice and stable. On the inside, the GS3 uses ghost burrs, and these flat 80mm stainless steel burrs have jagged teeth set in rows across the face of the blades, and they grit that coffee down consecutively smaller from the inside out as the beans pass through the gaps. Now each time a bean is fractured in the grinder, it generates coffee powder in its wake, and in particular these ghost burrs do grind a little slower than many other styles of coffee grinding burrs. So this prolonged time to grind down to smaller and smaller particle sizes does mean there are higher ratios of coffee powder produced by these ghost burrs at finer settings. But you do mitigate this by grinding coarser, and that's why the GS3 is more suited to filter coffee grinding, as it is more accustomed to grinding coarser beans and then creating less dust that way. So as long as you sift your grinds effectively, which is easily done with the sifter provided, I found it quite surprising how consistent the grind size actually appeared on the GS3. And brewing with sifted coffee versus unsifted coffee was night and day. With the powder removed from the grinds, it produced a very clean and well-balanced cup of coffee. The GS3 being a filter grinder, it will grind for Moka Pot, AeroPress, Delta Press, pour overs such as the V60 and Chemex, and does best at these settings as well as Moka Masters and other automatic brewers, but comfortably grinds for French press and cold brewing too. Now if you don't find your settings straight out of the box on the GS3, well these grinders can be manually calibrated too. Removing this grind dial to adjust the burrs on a second mechanism where necessary. I did find though that the burrs were touching on 0 when I got this out of the box, which was enough on those 20 step settings to adjust coarser and then find the right setting for my methods. And the other things to mention were the retention on the GS3 was around 2 to 3 grams initially, and every so often it will hold on to half a gram here or there. And there can be some static buildup present, but that's not uncommon with a lot of these straight through grinders, and there is a clump crusher here that at least assists in breaking up any grounds that may want to stick together. And cleaning the GS3 is very simple. However, you do want to ensure that it is completely turned off and unplugged, as it doesn't have any auto off safety features, but removing that front faceplate requires no tools to access the burrs. And then by giving everything a quick brush down, you can be placing it all back together, and then that way you'll be keeping the grinder free of any dust or old coffee building up. and that's the GS3 Precision Coffee Grinder for you. Now this is a great choice for making superb filter coffee, easily able to keep up in a commercial environment, but compact enough to fit comfortably within the kitchen bench at home. So if you have any questions on the Precision GS3, then drop them in the comment section down below and we'll get straight back to you. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon on your screen, and then that way you stay notified when we bring out new videos just like this every week. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.